Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the English news program on Somaliland National Television with me, Adam Hamd Osman. Let's take a look at the main stories making the headlines. President of Somaliland meets with EU envoy to Somaliland and Somalia. Ministry of Education holds an event to enhance the quality of education. US President Barack Obama says Myanmar to release more prisoners. President of Somaliland Ahmed Mohamed Mohamud met with the European Special Envoy to Somaliland and Somalia, where he discussed bilateral ties between the European Union and the Somaliland government, in a meeting which focused on development projects for the next 3 years. President of Somaliland Ahmed Mohamed Mohamud called upon the EU Special Envoy to Somaliland and Somalia, Michel Chivon Dorso, to increase donations, in which the EU provides Somaliland. The EU envoy substantiated that the government of Somaliland would directly receive the EU donations through its central bank. Somaliland Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Mohammed Abdullahi Umar, alongside the EU ambassador to Somaliland and Somalia, Michel Chivon Dorso, held a joint press conference at the Presidential Palace, in which he confirmed that the European Union and the government of Somaliland will work together on various ongoing developmental projects throughout the nation. In a farewell event held at the Presidential Palace for a delegation from Djibouti, which has been in Somaliland for the last few days to partake in Somaliland's National Independence Day, the President of Somaliland, Ahmed Mohamed Mohamud, expressed his admiration for the arrival of this Djiboutian delegation. A well-organized farewell event held for the Djiboutian delegation, which has been in Somaliland to participate in the recent commemorations of Somaliland's Independence Day, had the President of Somaliland, Ahmed Mohamed Mohamud, alongside members of the Somaliland government, joined by members of the Djiboutian delegation, as well as other senior officials of civic society who were in attendance for this ceremonial event. The President of Somaliland, Ahmed Mohamed Mohamud, spoke at the event and expressed his admiration for the arrival of this Djiboutian delegation. However, the President also stressed the profound and intact relationship among the people of both countries. The Deputy Minister of Health, Nimr Hussein Gowden, confirmed an increasing number of illicit medicines are being sold at pharmacies nationwide, which have both physical and mental effects as diagnosed throughout the nation. The Deputy Minister of Health, Nimr Hussein Gowden, announced that training programs which will be provided to pharmacies nationwide should help the avoidance of selling expired medicines and medicines with no prescription. Deputy Minister of Health Nimr Hussein Gowden highlighted the importance of extending medical services to the remote areas of the nation, and as such to ensure the curtailing of minor diseases resulting in death in the remote areas of Somaliland. An event was organized to enhance the quality of national education while providing training programs for teachers nationwide. The Director of Ministry of Education, Mohammed Hassan Ibrahim, stressed the significance of providing high-quality education for special needs students. In a well-organized event held in the capital of Somaliland, Hargeisa, which hosted governmental and non-governmental figures and focused on improving the educational sector as well as reviewing the national education system, the Director General of the Ministry of Education elaborated on the necessity for education for children throughout the nation, however mentioned the importance of providing quality education for disabled students across the country. Other senior officials also spoke at the event, highlighting the right of both abled and disabled and preparing the education sector with the equipment needed for this improvement. The head of Somaliland's cultural or tribal leaders, Mohammed Abdiqadir, impressively welcomed the recent commemorations held for Somaliland's Independence Day, which he indicated were the biggest celebrations as of yet. The head of cultural leaders of Somaliland, Mohammed Abdiqadir, impressively welcomed the recent commemorations held for Somaliland's Independence Day, in which he indicated that it was the biggest celebrations held in Somaliland history. Somaliland leader of cultural elders Mohammed Abdiqadir reiterated the significance of strengthening the integrity of the people of Somaliland and the cooperation among the public of Somaliland on the development of the nation. Sultan Mohammed Abdul Qadir called upon the government of Somaliland to continue tracking down the rightful recognition of Somaliland, and he confirmed that the unity of the people of Somaliland will never cease. You're still tuned in to the English news programme on Somaliland National Television, the only Somali-speaking channel with an English news programme. And now for our international headlines in detail. The US President Barack Obama has declared a major disaster in Oklahoma after the 3-kilometer wide tornado packing winds of up to 320 kilometers tore through the state capital, killing at least 51 people, including 20 children, and injuring at least another 230. The Oklahoma Medical Examiner's Office said that it was expecting the death toll to rise to 91 people. Officials in Oklahoma City suburb of Moore said that many people were missing and that the death toll was expecting to rise after the tornado ripped through 2 schools, trapping 24 children beneath rubble and obliterating a hospital, numerous other buildings and vehicles in its path. Moore, which has a population of 50,000 people, was strewn with debris, with street signs gone and lights out, with structures left still standing in the most severe series of savage storms to hit the state on Sunday and Monday. Obama spoke with Oklahoma Governor Mary Fallin to express his concern and ordered federal aid to help state and local recovery efforts. Fallin told reporters that hearts are broken for parents looking for their children. She declared 16 counties disaster areas and deployed the State National Guard and extra police to assist with the rescue operations. "We're doing everything we can to find anyone who might be injured or might be lost," Fallin said. Egypt has sent extra troops to Sinai days after 7 members of its security forces were kidnapped there. 26 armoured vehicles and several military helicopters were deployed to the city of El Arish.
The target now is the Egyptian army because it is the most powerful Arab army and they want to break it. The Muslim Brotherhood can via the Americans to divide Arab world, the resident said. Egyptian President Mohamed Morsi, a prominent member of the Muslim Brotherhood, said the government will explore all options to get the kidnapped soldiers released, except negotiating with the abductors. Targeting the Egyptian army raises many questions about who benefits from trying to force the military to engage Egypt's complex political situation at this time, especially in the border area, which is particularly sensitive in terms of security.
US President Barack Obama said Myanmar President Thein Sein has planned to release more political prisoners and institutionalize democratic reforms in his country.
Obama made the announcement on Monday following his meeting with Thein Sein, wherein he had expressed US concern about violence against Muslims in Myanmar. Obama said that he appreciates the Asian leaders' efforts to lead the country in a long and sometimes difficult, but ultimately correct, path to follow toward democracy. Sitting next to Obama in the Oval Office and speaking through an interpreter, Thein Sein said he was grateful for the invitation to discuss reforms and said Myanmar is still a democratic process to learn and significant challenge. However, ethnic or sectarian violence, particularly in western state of Rakhine, was worsened since Washington started easing sanctions. And Reuters' special report published last week found apartheid-like policies segregating minority Muslims in prisons like ghettos there.
And that's all the news we have for you today. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.